see me?
I do. Well, not you, but
I
like,
was like, how?
wait.
I
How are you, friend?
am okay. How about you?
I'm all right.
I feel like there's something you wanted to say, like maybe you've had a hard day or something.
No, just tired as usual, and I was kind of dozing off, so I'm just kind of getting my shit together. Haha, she got a phone call already.
Can you hear me?
Did you have a phone call?
I did.
Whenever it
It's never
blacks
it's
out like
never
that,
huh?
it just blacks out on our end. So
And the crazy thing is that it's never from anybody I want to hear from.
yeah,
It's always just some stupid crap.
yeah, that's funny.
It's hilarious, really.
Hilarious.
Working on some pages there, I see.
Yeah, I think I was telling you how I'm feeling the pressure of the time crunch.
Yeah.
Just I keep thinking about. I mean, I'm like right here. I'm getting to finally start drawing like the big exciting ending, but there's still a lot to go. And so I've got to finish drawing it. I've got to scan them all. I've got to letter it
Yeah.
all. We'll have to write the script and then letter it and then just all kinds of stuff. And so I've got April, May, June, July. I really need to have it done in the next 3.5 months,
Yeah.
which
That's crazy.
you would think that would sound fine, like
No,
plenty
I
of
don't.
time, but
I don't at all think that. So
I,
that sounds like a
I
lot.
also feel like, when I was doing this exact same thing as I do last year, um, I was pumping out pages quicker. I was literally doing a page a day,
Oh,
basically.
yeah.
Uh, and I feel like the thing that's kind of taken up my space is the YouTube channel in
Uh,
in creating like videos for it, because that'll eat up some time and thought and process. So I'm like, all right, if I'm going to really get this done, I really, really need to buckle down and just make this thing happen. So I gotta, I gotta
yeah.
push hard. So random fun drawings will be a little bit more spread out, you know.
Yeah.
But
That's fair. No judgments.
you
Hello,
are
Gayton.
you're judging. Yeah. Hey, man, how's it going? And Daniela. I feel like if I try to pronounce the name wrong, I'd probably
Mahisha?
Mojica.
I don't know. You can let me read it because I always watch the names, so it won't be that surprising to anybody.
What are you working on?
Just our group draw challenge.
I saw, but I forgot what it was.
Wow.
Wow.
It's just something floral related
Oh yeah.
for spring. So, just doing some of these Cherokee roses.
Here, I'll draw something for spring. Ready? Look, see, and there. It's a spring. It's a coiled piece of metal. It's like a spring.
You know, I don't know why we're friends.
The utter disgust in your voice was just so. You're like, oh my, I can't even with you today, Rob.
That's fair. That's fair. It does look like a spring, so good work there.
You're like, I guess I can't deny that.
Hmm.
So, how are you, busy girl?
Uh, I feel like my brain is jello, truthfully.
doing a lot of school stuff, and then you got a trip planned, and you just got everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like trying to finish a book though in 3 months, to be fair, but it does feel like a lot for me.
Come on, like you got 4 kids at home permanently. One of them's just a brand new little baby. The other one's what, 2.5 ish,
Yeah.
as far as your young ones, and then you're doing school, and yeah, you got a lot going on. I'm like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no, I have to draw comics. Oh no. Someone's saying I can see you and I can see and hear Jess, so I hope that it's still going. Is anybody else watching?
um. Yeah, I'm able to see you. Are you not drawing right now?
No, I mean I'm working on stuff, but not no, I wasn't doodling at the moment. I'm
Okay.
prepping prepping my tools. You were frozen for half a second there, but he says, or he looks like he's doing all right.
Dude, I might have to move my setup back. We'll see how this goes.
See if we can squeeze an hour out of you since you had to be brief this time.
Yeah, yep. More of that lovely school stuff and then trip stuff. And you're like, oh, we could do it earlier. And at first I was like, oh, maybe. And then I thought, there's just no way I'm going to be able to do it earlier, really.
Yeah. Just throwing out
Eh.
options.
Oh, I know. I mean, I do appreciate it. My stuff, you know. It's my stuff. So, are you going to stay up till midnight?
What?
You going to stay up till midnight? The big release. The
So,
old Tortured Poets Department's coming out tonight. Taylor Swift's new album.
oh my God. I should unfriend you right now.
What? You're not gonna stay up to see what she's gonna say, even?
I couldn't think of anyone whose opinion I want to hear least.
Oh, Robert. Yes, my husband. I'm like, are you excited? He's like, about what? I was like, you know. He's like, what? No, I don't know. I was like, oh, Taylor Swift's music coming out. Ugh.
And who is this you're talking to?
My husband. He
Oh
can't stand
yeah,
her.
right. Hey,
I'm not gonna pretend like I don't like any of her songs,
is
but
anybody there in the chat? Can you see us and hear us? Is it? Are we still going? I mean, we can hear each other, but Gaten, are you still there? We had like 23 viewers like a second ago. Now it's down to 5, and
oh no.
which is, I mean, I'm not concerned about that. I just want to make sure people can see us and hear us.
Yeah, maybe there is issues. It's so weird because I've got full bars on mine.
Yeah.
I just don't know if it's like coincidental with me moving. Oh, Gaten says I hear you.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, all right then.
Maybe it's because I brought up Taylor Swift.
Right there, you go. People are like,
Like we cannot with this feed.
for real.
Now my brother's wife, she's a big Swiftie, and she was just talking to me about it because I didn't. I mean, to be fair, I hadn't really kept up, but I didn't realize that was the big thing happening tonight. And she's like, I know she's gonna be up, waiting to see what she says. It might be because you dissed her.
It.
It might be.
So, what exactly is she releasing or doing, or what is it again?
Yeah, It's her new album, and it's the theory is that it's her ex's the story about her whole relationship with her ex. Can't remember what his name is, but
Isn't the joke that everything she does is about her exes?
oh yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. That's why girls love her so much.
Is that why?
That's why everybody's waiting for her to see what kind of football song she comes up with when she dumps Travis Kelsey.
So they are still together then.
As far as I'm aware, I don't know.
Or,
Maybe not. I think so. Mm. I believe that they are.
I don't really have a problem with her, honestly. I've never had a problem. It's only becomes like people just start talking about it. And I'm like, what's the big deal with this girl that's just out there singing and quite the pop star? Like, you know,
It's crazy to me because I remember listening to her when I was a kid. The very first song I heard from her was Teardrops on My Guitar. And, I thought she was cool. I mean, I was a teenager too. She and I are the same age. And she was a country singer, though. And where I grew up, that's what most people listen to is most certainly country. And
right.
then things started to change. I just stopped following her. I didn't even realize she had such a following until her last tour was so crazy. Truthfully, I didn't even realize it was that like that.
So is she still country singer girl? Because it's weird to have
Nah.
big of a following um, on country music alone. I if you were to like play several different songs by a couple different artists and tell me which one of these is Taylor Swift, you need to answer correctly or we'll shoot you. I'd be like, well, you might as well just pull the fucking trigger. I couldn't tell you what her voice sounds like, what any of her songs are, not even a little bit. Yeah,
What? That's crazy
it is
town. But that's okay.
shocking.
That is crazy town.
I know.
I mean, not a bad thing, but that's kind of crazy to me. I think even my husband could name some of her newer songs. Maybe not, though, actually. He probably couldn't.
Like, I better not throw him under the bus like that.
Yeah, honestly though, I actually don't think he could now that I'm thinking about it. Nothing within the last like 10 years, I'm sure.
What kind of music is your husband into? I kind of know your tastes, but do you guys like have similar tastes or
He is stuck in 2005, if that gives you any idea.
we
I'm
all
not
know
kidding.
eras.
Huh?
We all know our favorite eras.
Yep. He really is. And he will tell you that. I wish it was 2005 still. Much better time. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. He loves very big like emo, punk, rock, that type of stuff is really like his jam for the most part. But he'll surprise me every once in a while. He'll put on some Billy Joel or something. But, yo, Mr. D man.
Yeah, what up?
My mom was cracking me up. And so maybe I'll ask here: are they comic books or are they graphic novels, or are they both?
Or what?
What I would call comic books. Should they be called graphic novels?
Graphic novels is just a pretentious term. It's the same fucking thing. It's just uh if you get a collection or that's like a bigger book, usually the difference is like a comic book is like a smaller book. Like let me grab one. Like just the traditional thing like this. It's just they call it a floppy, just a basic your everyday comic book. Versus
Mm-hmm.
a graphic novel is one that's a thicker book, so just more pages in one collection. But
Okay.
to me it's just pretentious terms. The term graphic novel tries to like have this weight and gravitas to it to make it feel more grown up and mature rather than saying comic book. But they're all the same fucking thing. It's just one's bigger.
Well, that's what I mean, I didn't tell her that exact way, but the other day she used to be a librarian, not that long ago, but we were talking about some of the live streams and stuff, and I made a comic about or comic a comment about that you make your own. Well, she knows your own comic books. She goes, "Do you mean graphic novels?" I was like, "I mean comic books. That's what I always call them, you know."
They're comic.
And
Mhm.
she's like, "Oh," she's like, "We always, they got filed under graphic novels along with the mangas at the library." And I said, "Okay, well, fair enough." I said, but, I said the people who seem to read them the most still call them comic books. So
Yeah. They're all comic books. If it's pictures with words, it's a comic book. And again, the graphic novel is just I mean, it's my own opinion to say it's like it's a pretentious term to give it like legitimacy. Mm, yeah, yeah. Hey Chuck, how's it going, man? I assume you got my email, but I love that last page you sent me. Yeah, yeah. I sent it to Jess. I'd look. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. But some people want to be like, I do. I do graphic novels. I do comics. No, it's all the same thing. So, hey, someone's saying, is it both of us that sound funny, or is it just her, or what? What are you guys hearing on your end? You were all robotic there to me for a minute. Yeah, it's probably on
yeah, I
our
feel like
end, but is it from both of us or just one of us? Yeah, he's like freezing screen, robot voices, the works.
a while ago. Remember, always there. Okay, he said he's getting you better though than
Yeah.
me. Chuck did. Yeah, it's probably my internet sucks.
Well, it sucks.
It starts.
When you first started this on your first time, you did the in the basement or where you're at now, and everything worked for a big long stretch.
I know. I don't. I truthfully, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. I can do speeds when you run a speed test, so I thought it would be fine, but I don't know. I haven't got my Wi-Fi extender yet, so I'll probably get that all set up when I get back, and then
Yeah.
go from see how it does. It's been nice having it down here. It'll be really nice late at night or different
Right.
times. But if it gets to be really bad, I can just try to relog in or something, see if
Yeah.
that helps.
Well, anyway, Chuck, I don't know if you heard me. I was saying that I really, really liked that page that you forwarded me today. It looked just fantastic. So appreciate that very, very much.
Yeah, it was super, super cool, I thought. Yeah, you said
Oh,
you hadn't heard that
yeah,
part.
yeah. Probably right when everything went bad. I was like, man, that thing looked awesome. And I was like, I sent it to Jess immediately. I was like, it's probably even super early when you probably weren't even awake. And I'm like,
And,
expect Jessica's sleep time. I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna send it anyway. She can see it when she wakes up.
and I did.
You did.
I did indeed. I saw it when I woke up. I thought, oh wow. Doing some more rocks, I see, maybe.
Well, if you remember, well, I mean, I know you will, but um, the previous page where that massive explosion when the witch blew the side of the mountain open.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Well, that's them flying through the air amidst the rubble.
Oh wow.
The girls in the story were protected by like a force field, but He-Man and Beast-Man are right in the middle of it, so they get flung around.
Yeah. I do remember the force field picture and you talking about that.
Yeah,
Looks super good, of course.
yeah.
Do you use a lot of references or you gotten to the point to where you don't need them as much anymore?
Well, references for what specifically? Like the characters or
All of it.
uh,
How did you know how, like, did you just see that explosion in your mind and just drew what you envisioned? Or did
yeah,
you look up?
this whole scene, everything just come from my head, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah. That just
But,
came from your head.
based on, looking a lot of mountains, drawing a lot of mountains and trees, and then I had kind of another artist's way of drawing explosions in my mind and that I kind of tried to replicate a little bit. And
I
so I
see.
guess mostly, in the case of this stuff, because it's not like I'm drawing like cars or airplanes or buildings in a city, on planet Earth. So, I don't have much that I
Mhm.
reference at the moment.
That's pretty cool. I
Yeah.
like it.
Chuck he says, I'm trying to draw more textures and techniques from manga since that's what Clip is sort of geared towards. I could tell on that body on that female figure. I was saying if you saw that email I sent you, Chuck, I was like, at a glance from like, when it uploads first and it's kind of smaller before I zoom in on it, it almost looked like a soft like ink wash or something like that, which I really liked. And then you see it up close and you're like, oh, okay, I see what it is. And I just, it looked really solid, really, really cool.
Yeah. Yep. It looked good. I agree. Kind of almost looked like it was a different color, like I don't know how to explain it, but almost like it was in color, even though it's still black and white.
Yeah, it just added that neat gray tone. A lot of, like he's talking about, manga and comics like that have these old schools, what we call like zipatone. It's these screens that you lay on top of your drawing and then you cut it out to leave like this gray tone, this mid tone, depending on different patterns, to give it like a mid-range grayscale. It's a really neat technique that you can just do by computer now. But all those comics like that have this really neat kind of grayscale
Yeah.
um, texture, which I really dig. I really am into it. So,
Yeah, it's definitely is neat looking.
I mean, I tried to replicate a little bit of that in a vague sort of way on my last one, where I was using a lot of ink wash on some pages just to see if it would translate. Since I'm not doing color, I'm like, well, let's see if we can get some gray tones.
Yeah.
And it worked well in some places and not well in other places, and mostly because of the way that it reprints in black and white, just these ink washes. But I wasn't unhappy with it, so I'm like, all right, that works. But I bet these ones made on the computer that Chuck's doing will reproduce really nicely. I'm really excited to see what it looks like. I bet it's
Oh
gonna look.
yeah. Super neat. Somebody was asking if you've ever had anyone color your pages.
In
I
this
saw
chat here?
on the Discord,
Right.
and you were saying it wouldn't matter unless it was just for fun because you're not going to have it printed in color.
Sorry, now I just had a phone call. I don't know if I blacked out there for a second.
You did. It's all black still for me.
Yeah.
That never happens to you.
All right, you can hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Yeah.
It's probably will come back in a second like mine does. I'm assuming. Yeah, everything is still blocked out. You are for me as well.
How about now?
Still blocked out.
Really?
For me, yes. Yeah, Chuck says we have the audio but no video from Rob.
Son of a monkey's nuts.
That is what I was thinking as well.
Somebody tell me when you see me. I'm sitting here trying to.
Okay, I will tell you when I see it.
Still nothing, huh?
No, I don't see you. I don't know if anybody else can and if it's just on my end, but I can't.
Yeah,
It's
check
still black.
there. This sucks if I'm gonna have to restart it.
Can anyone else see him or is it just me? Mr. Demon says little 3-foot tall doll with a gun.
I don't know what that means.
Me either. But it's a funny image to think about. Maybe they're talking about Chuck? Like Chucky? Yeah, Chuck says still no video from you.
Guys, I might need to just restart the whole thing. This is really lame. You can see you, which I like your flowers, by the way.
Thank you.
Well, if it's not coming back by this point, guys, I might need to just restart it. This sucks, but my brother, he's like, it's actually better.
John?
You fucker.
It's actually better this way.
You son of a fuck.
He just jumped in just to say that.
Just in the right time. He's like, oh, I can finally tell him what I've always thought.
Rob had a power outage, Mr. Demon says.
All right, guys. Well, I don't know what to do besides restart it, so I'm going to just kick it up again. And
Okay.
all right.
Bye.